Welcome, adventurers! Today, we're venturing into the world's most dangerous women's prisons, a journey into survival, resilience, and the darkest corners of humanity. Take a deep breath. Let's go. Our journey begins at Lardhao Women's Prison, a notorious correctional facility located in the heart of Bangkok, Thailand. This imposing complex is infamous for its harsh conditions and the sheer number of inmates it holds. Inside these walls, relentless heat and suffocating overcrowding define every moment of daily life. The air is thick and stifling, making even the simplest tasks a struggle. There is little relief from the sweltering temperatures, and the lack of ventilation only adds to the misery. Thousands of women are crammed into cells designed for only a handful, forced to share every inch of space. Many are required to work long, grueling hours at sewing machines or other menial tasks, earning just pennies for their labor. The constant noise and lack of personal space make rest nearly impossible. For new arrivals, the ordeal is even more severe. Some are shackled in heavy leg irons for months at a time, a medieval punishment that seems out of place in the modern world, yet remains a grim reality here. Food is scarce and basic, often just plain rice and watery soup. Disease spreads quickly in these cramped quarters, and medical care is limited. Privacy is non-existent, with every aspect of life on display for others to see. Survival here means learning to be invisible, navigating a harsh and complex social hierarchy, and clinging to hope even when everything around you is designed to break your spirit. Friendships can be a lifeline, but trust is hard to come by. The rules are strict, the daily routine unyielding, and the environment utterly unforgiving. Every day is a test of discipline and resilience, with little room for error. Lardhao is a true test of human endurance. Few who enter these gates emerge unchanged. Most carry the scars, both visible and invisible, for the rest of their lives. Our journey now takes us to the heart of Bogotá, Colombia, where El Buen Pastor prison stands as a city within walls, a world apart from the bustling metropolis that surrounds it. Originally designed to house just 200 inmates, the prison now holds more than 3,000 women. This severe overcrowding has turned daily life into a constant struggle, with every inch of space fiercely contested. Inside, powerful inmate hierarchies dictate who gets access to food, basic supplies, and even a sense of safety. These informal systems often mean survival depends on alliances and favors. For those without money or connections, life is harsh and unforgiving. Many are left with nothing, forced to rely on the charity of others or go without. Here, children under the age of 3 live alongside their mothers, growing up in an environment marked by violence, uncertainty, and despair. Their earliest memories are shaped by confinement. The prison's crumbling infrastructure adds to the misery. Sanitation is dire, with leaking pipes and broken bathrooms, making disease and infection a constant threat. Tensions run high, and violence can erupt over the smallest slights or misunderstandings, keeping everyone on edge. In this harsh reality, every sunrise is a small victory, a sign of resilience and hope in the face of overwhelming odds. El Buen Pastor is more than a prison. It is a daily battle for survival, a testament to the strength and determination of those who endure within its walls. On the Russia-Kazakhstan border stands Black Dolphin Prison, a tomb for the living. Its methods of absolute isolation and psychological warfare influence all of Russia's high-security prisons. Prisoners are blindfolded, bent double, and moved through a maze of steel doors, never mapping the prison. 23 hours a day in isolation, constant surveillance, and no hope of rehabilitation. The philosophy? Lock them away and forget. No one escapes Black Dolphin. Here, survival is a mental siege. In El Salvador's Ciudad Barrios prison, the government has lost control. MS-13 runs everything. Inside, gang law rules. Tattoos mark rank and loyalty. Violence is currency. Women must align with power or become victims. The prison is filthy, overcrowded, and dangerous. Resources are controlled by the strong, debts paid in blood. The gang's reach extends beyond the walls. There is no escape. Survival means playing a deadly game. Ciudad Barrios is a kingdom of fear. 8. In Bolivia's San Sebastian prison, poverty rules. The state provides nothing. Prisoners must pay for cells, food, and safety. Those with money buy comfort. The poor sleep on floors or in courtyards. Inmates work for survival, renting space from others or selling crafts. Families, including children, often live inside, learning harsh lessons early. Disease and starvation are constant threats. Here, survival is a daily transaction. San Sebastian is a raw look at a collapsed system. Karchak Prison, located on the outskirts of Tehran, has become infamous worldwide. Condemned by human rights organizations as a site of systematic and relentless abuse, its very name has become synonymous with suffering and injustice. Inside its walls, hundreds of women are crammed into filthy, overcrowded sheds, forced to survive with barely enough food or clean water. The air is thick with despair, and basic necessities are a daily struggle. Disease spreads unchecked in these unsanitary conditions, while medical care is routinely denied. Violence, both from guards and other inmates, is a constant threat, making every day a fight for survival. Political prisoners, many of whom are activists or journalists, are deliberately thrown in with violent offenders as a calculated tool of intimidation and psychological torture. The regime uses Karchak as a weapon to break spirits, crush hope, and silence any voice of dissent. Fear and oppression are woven into the fabric of daily life here. For those trapped inside, survival means enduring unimaginable cruelty, isolation, and the pain of being forgotten by the outside world. Karchak is not just a prison, it is punishment in its most brutal, dehumanizing form, a true black hole for human rights. In Venezuela's Los Teques prison, chaos reigns. Armed inmates, not guards, control the inside. Violence is explosive and constant. Food and medicine are scarce. Families must provide or inmates go without. Disease, hunger, and violence are daily threats. Women must be invisible or feared to survive. There is no justice, only the rule of the strongest. Los Teques is a war zone behind walls. 8. Tihar Jail, New Delhi, South Asia's largest prison complex. Overcrowding is extreme. Resources are stretched to the breaking point. In the women's jail, hundreds share limited space and facilities. Violence, corruption, and extortion are rampant. Powerful inmates prey on the weak. Guards are often complicit. Survival means learning the social hierarchy fast. In Tihar, you try to disappear in the crowd. 8. La Mesa Prison, Tijuana, defined by riots, cartel power, and corruption. The violence of the streets seeps inside. Riots erupt with deadly force. Cartels control the flow of drugs, weapons, and information. Guards are often on the payroll, leaving inmates, especially women, vulnerable. Survival means reading the atmosphere, knowing when to hide and who to avoid. Anxiety is constant. Violence is always near. La Mesa is a powder keg, always ready to explode. 8. Hoheneck Women's Prison, East Germany, a castle of psychological torture. Here, the state broke political dissidents with isolation, deprivation, and endless interrogations. The goal: destroy identity and hope. Inmates endured forced labor, betrayal, and constant surveillance. Today, Hoheneck stands as a memorial to those who suffered. It's a warning of how prisons can be tools of oppression. The true danger was the slow erosion of the soul. 8. We've walked through fire, 10 of the world's most formidable women's prisons. These stories reveal not just violence, but the fight for dignity and hope. Thank you for joining this journey. If these stories moved you, please subscribe. Your support keeps these journeys alive. Stay safe and stay curious.